Okay. Hello, guys. Welcome to the Toastmasters meeting. My name is Samira, and I'm the president of Moscow Toastbusters. Moscow Toastbusters is English public speaking club, a part of a global community which is called Toastmasters International. This is a community where people come together to improve their public speaking, leadership, and communication skills. In Russia, there are several Toastmasters clubs where you can practice public speaking in different languages, English, Russian, German, and French. The unique strength of Toastmasters is its structure. We are not conversational English-speaking club. We don't come here to practice speaking just for the sake of speaking. Every meeting is structured in a way that helps you to develop real-world skills. Our main learning program is called Pathways. When you join the club, you can choose a learning path depending on your personal goals. There are 6 different learning paths, and in general, we can categorize them into 2 main types. One type is focused on leadership and influence, and another one on communication and delivery. The projects within those paths are very practical in nature. I will give you 2 examples. When you just start your journey, one of the projects you will work on is vocal variety and body language. And during this project, you learn different vocal variety techniques and how to use your gestures to make your message more vivid and alive. And when you move further in your learning path, you will start working on more specialized projects. For example, prepare for a job interview, and you will get a chance to present this project through a role play format when you sit here in front of the audience and you are asked typical job interview questions, and sometimes unexpected ones, which is great, especially if you plan to apply for some positions in international companies here in Russia or abroad. Every speech that you deliver is followed by evaluation, because obviously there is no growth without feedback. During the evaluation session, it is essential to listen to the feedback and then implement it in your next project. And this is the only way you can move forward. We also have a table topic session. This is the session where you learn how to improvise. And this is also very valuable skill, again, during job interviews, during social gatherings, or some unexpected moments in your life. Besides that, one skill that is also incredibly valuable in today's world is networking. And as I previously mentioned, our community is very global. There are more than 270,000 members worldwide. And you can connect not only with your club mates, but also with fellow Toastmasters from different corners of the world. And we have special projects that allow you to network with those people. Toastmasters also organize contests, and they are international, so you can reach European level, you can reach World Championship stage if you're lucky enough. So this is also the chance to network with people. And before we move further, I would like to invite to the stage our guests, our newcomers who are here for the first time. Please welcome to the stage and introduce yourself. You also newcomers.
But they will know this.
I will give you the mic. Please introduce yourself. Why are you here? What are your goals and expectations for today's meeting? I will start with you.
See in the camera. Good evening, everybody. I am Dmitry Dubrovsky. I am 42 years old. My goals for this meeting, for visiting this club, I want to improve my skills in communications, in English, and met new friends. I'm very proud that I am here in this club, and I think I will improve my English skill. Thank you.
My name is Ekaterina Vorontsova. I'm 42. Here I am because my friend just told me that it's a good place. Let's try and visit. Really, I didn't read anything about you, but and I'm not ready for maybe actual exactly goal, why I'm here. But you are very nice, yes, and very friendly, and I think it will be very useful for me to be here, and maybe next time to do something, speech or what. Yes, maybe to present my role.
My name is Alex. I've heard a lot about Toastmasters community around the world, and I always thinking that to develop or improve some of your skills, it is every time it is a good idea, yeah. But you should choose which skills do you want to improve, yeah. And I think that public communications, public speaking, among not very big community, but among your siblings, your friends, your co-workers, and anybody else eventually, occasionally, right? It's a great skill to feel free and feel comfortable in such situations, and you can develop it by just trying to do it, practicing it, and this is a good idea to do it in Russia. No, I mean in your general common language, right? And it's a good idea to improve your English, or as I knew now German and French. I didn't. I did not know that Toastmasters practice in this language too. I like German. This is a good. It's a good it's a good future idea, future plan for me. So as I said, it's a good idea to practice it, and it's good things happen when you um, when you meet new people. Yeah, it could as a result in new ideas, new I don't know, new conversations, new yeah, some kind of. So that's why I think that this format of communication, of community, of to explain yourself on a stage, yeah, some kind of stage. So it's a good idea, it's a good practice, and I I'm glad that I'm here today. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you that you joined us this evening, and I hope that you will find something useful for yourself, and this meeting will inspire you to come more. Thank you. Can you take your seats? Now it's high time to pass the stage to our Toastmaster of the day, who will guide us through the rest of the meeting. And our Toastmaster of the day is Alina Stepanova.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alina, and I'm going to be your Toastmaster of the day today. So your guide on this beautiful journey. And this journey is special. Look around. Yeah, look around. Each of us is the whole universe. Can you imagine? With our own culture, accents, history, jokes that only we find funny, and the unique view of the world. Sometimes these universes can be so far apart, separated by oceans, by languages, and borders. We may speak different languages, but don't our hearts beat in the same rhythm? Aren't we all looking for the same things, such as understanding, respect, friendship? You mentioned friendship, right? So I guess we are looking for the same things. So our theme today, Follow Earthlings, Finding Our Common Voices, is exactly about that. It's about magic that happens now and here. In those moments when we overcome shyness and ask each other, where are you from, Martina? And most importantly, we listen to the other. and most importantly, we listen to the answer with a sincere curiosity. When we share a story from the childhood and surprisingly discovered that children from another part of the world played similar games. It's about empathy, the ability to feel the joy or sadness of another person, even if they speak different languages. So today we're going to listen to our speakers, who are true explorers, who are ready to share their discoveries with us, and hope each of us will take something useful away from their speeches. My role is to be the bridge that connects those amazing stories. And I also will be your host. Ensuring our meeting runs smoothly. I will introduce speakers on this stage, and I help us to create a warm and supportive atmosphere altogether. But I'm not gonna do this all alone. That's why I would like to invite Samira Dostar on this stage, who will present us the thought of the day.
Hello again. Dear fellow Earthlings, humans have divided themselves in countless ways. Borders, cultures, religions, social classes. Why did we make these divisions? Maybe because of fear, pride, or need to belong. I don't know, but one thing is clear. Divisions do not define us. What bonds us all, what we all share together, is our range of emotions and how we express them. We can meet a complete stranger and understand something about them, even without saying a word. We don't need to speak the same language. We speak with our bodies, our faces, and our eyes. We reveal ourselves in the way we move or in how we stand with our arms crossed. If you really look at people, you can see it. You can see stories written in their faces, even if they don't pronounce a word. You might see the young man standing in the park, smiling but nervous, rehearsing some words. Who is he waiting for? Maybe someone special, someone he wants to impress. You can notice a mother who is constantly checking her phone again and again. Is she waiting for a message from her child just to know everything is fine? You can glimpse an older woman sitting by the window of a cafe, staring outside with soft, distant look. What memory is she lost in? A person she misses, or a time that felt lighter? We don't know these people, they're all strangers, but somehow we feel them because we have been there. We have waited, we have hoped, we have loved, we have feared. It doesn't matter what country you're from, what language you speak, or what religion you follow. When you really look beneath the surface, you realize that our feelings and our emotions are the same. Love, loss, loneliness, tenderness. They live in all of us. What truly connects us is not our nationality or beliefs, but our ability to understand and feel each other. If we pay attention to each other in this way, we can build bridges across borders, cultures, or religions. We can see each other not as strangers, but fellow humans, fellow Earthlings. Thank you.
Thank you, Samira. I'm happy to be your Earthlings. And now I'd like to invite what I'm doing now? Any guesses? I think I'm using filler words right now, right? Yeah, and to count all those filler words will help me and all of us, Ksenia Morozova.
Hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My role is counter. During the meeting, I will count overused words, including and, well, but, you know, and count filler sounds, including a, At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker uses these expressions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ksenia. I bet this girl knows all complicated English words, and she might want to share one of them with us today. I'd like to invite Alina Yakovleva on the stage. Handshake. And sexy moment. Here we go.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster. Hello, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As the grammarian today, it's my job to listen carefully to each speaker and pay attention to the language they use. I will keep track of the language misuse, including grammatical errors, as well as noting any interesting expressions or words or sayings. I'm also here to introduce word of the day for this meeting, which is kindred. I apologize, this is very DIY. Please raise your hand Thank you. Please raise your hand if you know what this word means. Kindred, anybody? Valeria? Kindred? Okay. Very, very well. So that's a very good guess. That's also a nice guess, but no, this
Some phrase, kindred
spirit. Yes. Well, actually, so this word can be used to mean similarity of character, or shared origins, or family relations, depending on its usage. I will give you 3 examples of how this word can be used. So the most common way this word is used is, as Valeria has mentioned, is to describe similarity in character. So, for example, I believe she and I are kindred spirits. Example number 2 is when talking about relatedness of origin. We might say German and English are kindred languages, obviously because they are both Germanic languages, thus having the same origin or similar origin. And finally, example number 3, we can also use this word as a noun as opposed to the 2 previous examples where this was an adjective. So when it is a noun, it can refer to relatives or family. For example, he left home and never saw his kindred again. Each speak. Too bad, so sad. Each speaker is encouraged to try using this word at some point during the meeting. I will give my grammarian report and also highlight how this word was used when I will be called upon later at the end of the meeting. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Alina. That was very nice. New words for us, right?
Use this to pro.
Absolutely. I think you can use it like that and put it right here. Do we have a planchette? Слушай, у нас есть планшет. Дайте планшет, пожалуйста. Алин. Okay. Yeah, you do you. All right. And to keep our universe running in perfect rhythm, our timer will be watching the clock today. Please come on stage, Irina Vladimirova.
Sitting here, we all share a common event. Meanwhile, we are spending a few hours together, and doing so, we organize our present. Our main key goal, one of our main key goal is to finish on time. My role today is to monitor our limits and ensure that our meeting ends as scheduled. So I have 3 cards, green, yellow, and red. If you see for prepared speech green card, it means you are 5 minutes finished. If you see a yellow card, it means 6 minutes finished. And if you see a red card, it means you are out of time. You may finish your speech, but I will count a specific time. If you have a topic speech, green card is 1 minute, yellow card is 1 minute and a half, and red card is out of time. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, not the mic. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have a question. Shall we find a common voice even in our memory of today's meeting? Shall we? Our quiz master, Shaflo Abdullaeva, will put that on test.
Good evening, everybody. Listening, it sounds simple, but it's one of the hardest and most powerful skills that we can have. A good listener makes us feel valued and connected, important. So as a Toastmaster, we all know how important that is. Today, I'll be your quizmaster and will test how carefully you have been listening to speech, evaluations, and table topics. So at the end of the evening, I will give a little surprise if you are gonna answer rightly. So let's begin the speech. Thank you.
So now we're moving to the prepared speeches part, and I'd like to invite the first speaker, who will be Daniel Filonov, with the speech Persuade with Power. He follows Pathway Innovative Planning Level 3. His project is Understanding Vocal Variety. The purpose of this project is to practice using vocal variety to enhance, thank you, to enhance speech. Yes, so welcome on the stage, Daniel Filonov.
I ran so fast, I forgot my jacket. It's first time you can observe me without it, and I need 1 second to drink, sorry.
Daniel Filonov, Persuade with Power.
Persuade with Power, Daniel Filonov. Oh, sorry. Now I can look more professional. Today, I came here to talk with you about the moment when I realize how it's important to share the experience with my colleagues and actually how to do it, how to persuade them to do certain things. However, I'm not sure if it's valuable for you. Maybe you have 0 problems with persuading people to do things at work. Valeria, do you have such a problem, or everything is as clean as spring water? Ah, you are teaching. Of course. Okay, it's not for you. Here is the story goes. Around 12 years ago, I worked at oil refiner. If you forgot how it looks like, you have a picture. I was a manager of something like this. I had a lot of equipment and I had some people that I managed. And at that very moment, I was promoted. And I had a guy who will take my position. And we have a 2 months of switch period when I needed to make sure that he is ready to be the manager of the unit. I just tried to share my experience as good as humanly possible. Frankly speaking, me and Jacka this was his name, we were not kindred spirits at all. We were very different. I was the king of documentation. The job of manager requires preparing lots of documents. If you want to do something in the field, your first step, you issue a work permit, a special document. And Žeka, he was different. He was the king in the field. He had a very big hands. He could do everything with them. But documentation and computer, it was not his cup of tea at all. When we talk about documentation, he was like a deer in the headlights. So I tried to persuade him that Žeka, the manager, as good as his documentation. You live with documentation, you die with documentation. In the last day, when I was shaking his hand, I whispered, the most important thing, first you issue work permit, then you perform hazardous job at field. 3 months later, Žeka is dismissed because, of course, he needed to perform a hazardous job in the field and he didn't issue any work permits. But I told him so many things, how to do it, why it's important. I thought I lost. I don't understand why. Sorry about this. Later, I worked in the international company as a technical service engineer. It's an engineer who perform in the field for oil refineries, and we had millions of rules, what we need to do in the field, and how to perform this job. The approach that my manager used to persuade me why all these rules are important was very different to me. They used storytelling, but with a special template. A short example. As engineers, we needed to control the loading of chemical reactors with the catalyst. And when you load the catalyst, there are a lot of particles that can go outside the reactor here to the very bottom point of the pipeline. And simple rule, you open the pipeline, you open the flange, and you check that there is nothing here, no rubbish, no particles, no problems. Our engineer, let's call her Samira, because I had a colleague named Samira, but from Germany. While at work, she asked to perform this simple task, to open a flange and to check. But the contractor said, no, we never do it, because it's very hard to do. And the client said, no, it takes a lot of time, we will not make it. We never do it, it's zero problem. Actually, the probability that it will hurt you is less than 1%. Of course, everybody agreed. Let's not open the flange. Let's continue. We load catalyst. We put unit in the operation, and we had a plague here. So we have pressure drop here in the reactor, and the fluid, oil and gas, just can't go through at a reasonable speed through this reactor. And everybody became furious because we didn't perform our job well enough. You see, yesterday, it was not important. We all agreed to neglect our role. Today, it's of great importance, and we are in a big trouble. They go not to your head, but first they go to, because here is the template. First you contrast. Everything was safe and sound. We didn't understand the impact of this procedure. We all agree, our engineer, contractor, and the client. Whenever we can't neglect such rules because for I will tell him a very simple story on how I understood why we can't neglect such things. I was sitting in my office and I was looking in the window. I see my mechanical engineer is cutting a tree as big as this column, maybe twice as big. And they do it in the wrong way. They do it starting with the bottom, when you need to start with the top. I remember we agreed to perform this job without work permit because we don't want to waste time. I see I'm in a huge trouble. If this tree flops and somebody will be under this tree, I'm fired. So I print work permit. I sign it with my top manager and I run with it. And I ask everybody, sign it immediately so I can be completely safe. This tree fell not in a place that we all agreed on. It fell 10 centimeters from electrical station. If it falls to electrical station, there is cut of electricity of half of the refinery. However, I was extremely calm because I had work permit with all safe measures written. How you need to cut it from the top, very safe, and make sure it never falls in some dangerous places. In such simple story, I identify a moment of a contrast when we all agreed that this job is very simple and safe. We don't issue any work permits, we just do it. Then I identify the astonishment that actually our mechanical engineer can perform this job completely wrong way because we didn't agree on our safety measures. And last, I put value. Always issue work permit, never trust mechanical engineer. The work permit is your shields against everything, against your colleagues and against the law. Thank you.
Thank you, Danya. Mike. Thank you very much. Let's applaud one more time to Danya. Now we all know what to do. Always get the work permit. Okay, moving on to the second speech. The second speaker will be Bulat Safiulian with the speech 2050, the mirror of our choices, the pathway, dynamic leadership level 3. Bulat's project is researching and presenting. The purpose of this project is to learn our reviews basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speeches on any topic. Bulat Safiulian, thank you. 2050, the mirror of our choices. Bulat, stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Toastmasters. I'm glad to see you. I miss you. Yes, a little bit. Sometimes. How are you? How are you? Do you have any news? Thank you very much.
I wasn't at the competition.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, I have some news. On the 1st of November, I reached one of the important milestones in my life. After the 20 years of work, I finally earned my right for state pension. Thank you for congratulations. Thank you. You know, have you ever thought about this time when you will start to receiving the state pension? Maybe Samira? No? Valeria? Every day. Yeah, nobody thinking about it because it's not our dream. Really, we are not thinking about the pension because it's sad and boring. It's not good time. You know, I started to think about it because I will start receiving state pension in 2048. Yeah, I will have a right for the state pension. But you know what is important about that time? What kind of the world I will live? What kind of person I will be? Whom I will see in the mirror? Who will be this person? So I started to think about it based on my today's project, researching and presenting. And thanks to my curiosity, I've done some research about that. So if we're talking about the 2050s, everyone thinks about this time of the prosperity, high technology, about the good time, is it right? But what is it actually for you? So I will give you some brief idea about the 2050s based on some prediction of the well-known companies, organizations. For instance, yeah, so we are thinking about them. Go. So United Nations predict that we will have about close to 10 billion people in the world. Is it good or not? Good? Bad? What?
Not many more.
I think it's fantastic. It's very good because United Nations doesn't expect that we will have a nuclear war. So it's very good for us. So next 25 years, we will have a very good time. Next. Yeah, of course. So McKinsey, it's a well-known consulting company. They predict that about the 50 or 60% of our work will be automated. We will extensively use robots and artificial intelligence. It's very good news too as well. Next one. So Japan society, blah, 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 space science. They expect that by the 2050, we will have a permanent lunar basis. So instead of visiting Turkey, we will go to the moon. So next one. Yeah, we will have a good news. Life expectancy will rise. So it will be about the 8 years based on Lancet and our high university. So the life expectancy will be improved. So we will have a lot of advancement in the medicine. So based on the interesting engineering magazine, Matthew Williams, one of the leading specialists in this subject, he predicts that we will overcome some diseases, very dangerous diseases like some cancers, HIV, and we could extend our life till 100 years. A lot of detectors will check our body, so it will be wonderful. Next one. So based on this observation research, we will live in the tech paradise in 2050. Yeah. So we will have, so it's good news for us. But next one. What about us? What about us? Where will be we? Where we will be in the future? Who will be this person? I mean, you, me, in the future. So, for me, to answer these questions, just not to answer, just to, my purpose of today is not only answering the question, providing some data, but also raising the questions. So, let's, to define what we should expect in the future, we should to follow today's trends. So I done some basic research and I found very interesting trends today. So, you know, we're spending 6 hours per day in average on with our smartphones. 6 hours per day. It's a good achievement. So it's about the 3 months per year, according to Heineken on the One Poll research. It's very fresh research. So 3 months per year we are spending in our smartphones. I don't know how many hours we are spending on the behalf of the computer, maybe more. Next one. So if I talk about the Russia, based on Federal Research Center of Nutrition, we have a 65% adults who are overweighted. At least we don't have a femininity, yeah? Голод, famine, yeah? Next one. So about our families, now we have smaller families. We have 1.4 children per family. At the same time, next one, average father spending less than 15 minutes per day with their children. And 18% of them even less, based on Moscow survey research. So, next, please. So we have a divorce rates about the 73%, based on Rostat. 73% of divorce. So you can see that we had almost 900,000 marriages and about 650,000 divorce. So this is starting point. Starting point to ask us some questions. Can you go, please? Some questions. So I have as you can see from this is data, we started to live a longer life, but at the same time, we becoming weaker, not stronger. Based on this is data, we have a lot of connection in the internet, but we don't have a deep and a close connection with the people. So we have, based on this is data, we're losing connection with our family, parents, children. So this is trends. Based on this is data, I raised several questions for myself. Maybe it will be very interesting for you. The first question, what will be with taking account that we are spending a lot of time in the online today, what will be in the 2050? Taking account that we have a 62% overweighted persons, how will look our body in the 2050?
I'm scared.
Maybe like that. It was done by this organization. Yeah, it was done based on the scientific research. Maybe next one. Maybe like that. I don't know. The second question, which I raised for myself, it's about the relationships. Harvard study of adult development defines that our happiness and health depends on our relationships. But we are losing any connection with our family. We are losing any connection with our children. We are doing communications through the online smartphones. Who will be with us in the future? The next one. Maybe robots? I don't know. We should think about it. I think the most important question, this is third one. According to some research, I forgot, it's one of the leading company. I found this is research in the Kommersant newspaper. 38% of the people in Russia said that the meaning of this life is the family. 18% of the people said that meaning of their life is a job. But based on this data, we are losing our family. Our job, we are giving our job to the robots, to artificial intelligence. So we have a deep automatizations. So what will be meaning our life in the future? What will be meaning our life in the future in the 2050? I don't know the answer for these questions. I just raising these questions for you today because it's very important for me, because I started to think about my page. You know what? I don't know what will happen in 2050. Nobody knows. It's just trends. But if you wanted to see, so we have a lot of questions. Next one. So whom we will see in the future? In the conclusion, I would like to you that we don't know what will be in the future, but whom we would like to see in the mirror. It will be old, lonely person, or it will be, next one, the best version of yourself, ourselves, or we would like to see our big family. It depends on how you will ask yourself today, because today will define whom you will see in the mirror. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vlad. That was so touching. I almost cried. And I'm so happy that we are not spending our time on our phones right now and building the personal connections all here. And now I give you even more space to build the personal connections, because we are having a break. We're having 5 minutes break. There is some water and cookies on the table. We have some cards Valeria made herself. So see you in a 5. Okay, guys, time to continue our beautiful meeting today. And I'd like to introduce you Fred. He is online. He joined to our meeting from Netherlands. Rotterdam, from Netherlands. Fred is from Odyssey project. Fred, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. So yeah.
The volume, please. Yeah, the 70 or something. Say something again.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, amazing. Hello, Fred. My name is Alina. Nice meeting you, and thank you for joining our meeting today. You maybe you want to say something about yourself and about Odyssey project that we know more about it.
Yes, I will do that. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. Welcome, fellow Toastmasters in Moscow, or not the Ghostbusters, but the Toastbusters. Very intriguing name. So it's so you have to bust a little then.
Samira.
So now I'm here because I was invited by Samira, since I'm a mentor in the Odyssey project. There, I'm going to talk about this later. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm from English-speaking Toastmasters club, but at the moment I'm not in an English-speaking. I'm not in a Dutch club. And at the moment, I'm only in an online advanced Toastmasters club in the UK. So that's an online hybrid. That's once in a month hybrid and 3 times as physical, but due to circumstances. Because I'm advanced. I started in the Netherlands at a new club, but fortunately due to COVID, the club didn't exist very long. But nevertheless, I have been doing several functions, where a few year president, but also combined functions of VPE, VPPR. So I know a lot of things about that. And I was area director and a short time for PRM of the District 59. But from the start, I also started with the Odyssey project, and for that I'm from District 59, the host for District 59.
Yeah, now it's perfect. Now it's perfect.
And so I'm for District 59. I'm responsible to invite people, but I do that also to recommend the Odyssey project for other Toastmasters, for other divisions. Why? Because if you want to learn, it's good to develop yourselves and to find yourselves a mentor. A mentor, and everyone has a mentor, needs a mentor. And of course, at one time, become a mentor. Everyone has his own skills. For my skills are I'm not afraid of going on stage. So I already do. I'm autodidactic. I learned a lot of myself, but I also try to help people to get over the stage fright. It's just the fact that when people are afraid to go on stage to speak out, I say, do it. Just do it. It's not about failing. No, you're supposed to fail here, because failing is learning. And that's if you are here at Toastmasters, it's not only about the public speaking. It's Toastmasters is a club for developing leadership, and public speaking is just a tool of that. It's changing your mindset. You have to make an open mindset, like an umbrella. You catch more info. It's like if you know the film Short Circuit, you need more input. Never stop learning, and always keep an open mind. This way you keep on developing. And so I also recommend for my enjoying also the Odyssey project, to benefit for yourself, but also to when you're at level 3, you also have the opportunity to become a mentor yourself. If you cannot mentor someone in your club, or you don't have a mentor in the club, Toastmasters recommends to have a mentor, but in the reality, it's not always possible, because not a lot of experienced people are enough there to get a mentor. But there are enough mentors, people who want to mentor. And if you become a mentor, you help also others. And if you think, okay, I don't have enough knowledge, no, everyone has knowledge. And know that the best teachers are the teachers who want to learn. I learned a lot of my mentees. Although I give them my insight, but it's the fact is that's your task to stand there for you. And if you have to bring a message, if you have to give a message, my intention is, of course, I want to develop the mindset of people to get over their fear and develop yourself. Never give up. I also have a podcast about mindset, and I've got several guests there, international celebrities. own mindset, and I keep on developing this. You don't have to do that, but you can do that within your job, within your work, and go further. But the first step you have done now, you joined Toastmasters, but use the benefit, because Odyssey project is free, and you can just join it and find yourself a mentor, and also meet people around the world. Now you're in contact with me. I'm from the Netherlands, but I've been speaking to people in Africa, in Russia, in America, in Canada, in Australia, France, Germany. So it's a lot of things you can do to meet other Toastmasters and to share insights, to network. Your network brings you contacts. But I will close it at the moment. I hope you will join the Odyssey project as well. And thank you for my attention, for my invite here. And
yeah, we're happy to have you, Fred. Thank you very much for joining us and sharing this information about Odyssey project. And I totally agree with Fred. Like Toastmasters, it's always about getting new experiences. It's not only public speaking. Always learn something new and making new friends too. We all want this. So Fred, I'd like you to join to take part in our impromptu speaking part, impromptu speaking session, which is table topic session, and I would like to invite Alexandra Ruzyanova on the stage.
Thank you, Sasha. Stage is yours.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and Earthlings. Today we will play impromptu game. You are in the country, imagine, where your habits are not kindred with local ones. Your goal is to building the bridge of connection, understanding with. I will give you sometimes strange, but it's DeepSeek who created them, not sometimes normal, but still your goal is to connect the bridge with locals from foreign country where you are the guest. And the way you will do it, apologize, adopt, teach, or explain, it depends on your personality. I have several papers, and I encourage you to use word of the day. And in the end of the meeting, we will see who will be the best bridge builder among us. So let's start from experienced Lera.
Yep. No. The experienced Lera is, I like it. I read? Okay. Do you just call me old? Excuse me. Okay. The question is the equal split. After a group meal, the elder pays for everyone without discussion. In your culture, friends often split the bill equally to share responsibility. Very nice. How do you respectfully explain the concept of splitting the bill as a gesture of equality among friends? Great question. DeepSeek, well done. Okay. Splitting the bill. I feel like that comes up a lot in the Russian culture, especially if you are in a different country. There's always some confusion when a Russian person goes abroad and the time comes to splitting the bill. I had this one particular situation one time. How many people here have been on a date recently? Maybe even with your spouse. You've been on a date with your wife, with your husband, with your boyfriend. One person. Okay, two people. What's going on, guys? Okay, maybe we'll talk about dating later. But I was in Bali and I went on a date with a British man. As you know, I am Russian. Hello, thank you. The first thing he said to me before we sit down at a cafe, not a restaurant, cafe by the beach, you guys, cafe, coconuts, relaxed vibe. It's Bali, man. It's chill. First thing he says, I know you're Russian, but I'm not paying for you. I didn't say anything. I mean, first of all, it's not a problem, but I didn't say anything. From that point, we ended up having 2 coconuts, which I gracefully paid for $1, and then I left. Anytime the topic of cultural differences or money comes up, the first thing to do is not to judge, maybe not to judge what you know about the culture, and maybe find out more about the person, where they're from, what their expectations are. Maybe that will give you a successful first date and maybe even a second date, because I didn't see that man again. Thank you very much. Experience, Valeria.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Valeria, for sharing your experience with us. I would like to invite on the stage some newcomer. I know, Alinочка, what to do. Who? Please. Please remind your name, Alex.
Yeah. So I pick up some piece of paper. The value of alone time. Alone time. Oh, it's a good thing, I think. Your host family is considered because you spend time reading alone in your room. It's usual. In their culture, this signals sadness or antisocial behavior. For you, it's essential me time to recharge. How do you explain the cultural concept of needing personal space and quiet time for mental well-being? How do you explain to whom? To local. Oh, I'm a kind of antisocial guy. Okay. It's a good question. So I imagine I'm in a family of my friend. It's a big family with a lot of kids running around, with elder parents and others siblings. So I don't know. I guess it's not about explaining. I guess it's about showing. So what I mean, this signals sadness or antisocial behavior. So I guess I should show them that I'm not antisocial. Maybe talk to them, shaking hands, clap of shoulder, some kind of that. Play with kids. I don't know. So maybe even smile to show them that I'm not in a sadness mood. So I think it's about showing these people that I'm not antisocial or I'm not in a bad mood, and then explain them how I'd like to recharge my mental batteries, what I like to read, for example, or do or watch, I don't know. For example, reading. We can discuss with them this particular book that I'm reading now. So when I will alone, they their understanding will be more complicated than just antisocial or sadness. So that's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alex. Maybe Fred will try from online audience. Dear Fred, let me take the paper on your behalf. Which one do you prefer from the left?
From the left. How
1,
many
2, 3,
letters?
4, 5, 6, 7. Tell me.
Take the number 7.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. The compliment backfire. You tell your local friend their child is so big and strong. The parents look upset. In their culture, this is considered a bad omen that can attract evil spirits. How do you apologize and explain what you actually mean? Once again, or understood?
Please repeat to be sure.
Repeat.
Repeat, please. Yes.
Okay. You tell your local friend that their child is so big and strong. The parents look upset. In their culture, this is considered a bad omen that can attract evil spirits. How do you apologize and explain what you actually meant?
My friend, please be not upset. We are kindred spirits, but we don't have the same expression. If it's a bad omen in your side, it's a good omen on my side. How can we change this if we keep on getting these communication problems? Think that I'm just Dutch, and I'm allowed to translate in my mind. And if I'm talking on the Dutch way, then it's just the opposite in your way. Because I'm never pointing out negative things, only positive things. And the last thing I want is to offend you or bring a bad omen. Of course, everyone has a superstition. A superstition that can be a bad omen or a bad proposal. But always think people have different insights, different views. And if the vision is right, the person has a good attention, then it never will be a bad omen. Because good things are there in your mind, they're there in my mind. And if you believe in the good things, then they will happen and nothing else. Thank you.
Thank you very much, dear Fred. And now I need a volunteer, or I will find a benevolent among you. Newcomers, who else would like to try? Please remind me your name.
Dima,
Dima.
it's the same task. The punctuality issue. You arrived exactly on time for a dinner invitation. The hosts are still preparing and seem surprised to see you. Here it's customary to arrive 15 to 30 minutes later than invited. How do you explain your concept of punctuality, and is it the awkwardness? Облечь неловкость. The first point of my apologize was to discuss with these people what is their local culture and how they prepare to this dinner. What first I need to do, because I am a new man in this country and I don't understand what I particularly need for a first time. And I think they can explain me what they have some rules. Maybe when we discuss for 10 or 15 minutes, we can find some points that can help me to understand their culture, and I try to explain my culture. And we can find some, how to say, break points. The second point, what I will ask them. Then when I come later, I don't knew about this local culture, and they don't knew something new about me. Sorry, I try to find new ideas, but it's very difficult. But I think in our culture, for me, punctuality, it's a very good behavior. Thank you.
Martina first.
The wrong end. You pay for food at the market with your left hand. The seller gets angry and refuses to take the money. You don't know that here the left hand is considered unclean. How do you calm the situation, explain it was an honest mistake? Так, when I was a child, I used to go to the market with my mother. She was the best negotiator that I ever seen. Imagine a market in South Italy, overcrowded. She would go there to the stall and whatever, shoes, jacket, you name it. They would say 50. She would say, no, I'll give you 10. You know how I ended up all the time? While at the beginning, they was saying, no, I'll never give you for that money. It ended up that they were always giving for that amount that she was saying. Like she was saying, you know what? I go. And they were calling her, and sometimes she was refusing because I think she was playing with it. She liked the negotiations. She likes to play with it. So answering the original question, I would say, left hand, do you really care, my left hand? If I give you money, left or right hand? Thank you. Left hand.
Right hand. Okay, next, please, Slim Shady.
This here. Thank you. So.
Okay, the shoes in the house. Okay, the shoes in the house. You enter someone's home and keep your shoes on. As you do in your country, the host looks shocked and offended. Their culture, you must always remove shoes at the entrance. How do you apologize and explain the difference in custom? So I just have to reply to the question. Yeah?
Oh, maybe you read loudly to understand.
Repeat? Okay. So you enter someone's home and keep your shoes on, as you do in your country. The host looks shocked and offended. In their culture, you must always remove shoes at the entrance. How do you apologize and explain the difference in custom? So good evening, everyone. I believe that this case happened with me. And I used to just keep my shoes on in the house, just walking between the rooms. And it was usual for me. And when I visited my grandma in Moscow, she looked so offended when I entered and started to just walk in the room. She just shouted, and I didn't understand what was the problem. Then later I understood that it is unaccepted to to behave in such way, and this is one of the many things that I came to learn when I visited Moscow. And so how do I apologize? I just say sorry, I wouldn't do this again. I learned the lesson. Thank you. This is my
For you. Thank you very much. Daniel would like. Next time, Daniel, strict clear. Maybe the president saved you. Не переживай, Оптимум до 9:30 сидит. The gift mistake. You give a nice bottle of wine to your hosts as a thank you gift. They accept it silently and put it away. You later learn that in their culture, alcohol is inappropriate gift. How do you explain your intentions and smooth over the awkwardness? Let's imagine that I went to Samira's house, give her a thank you gift as a bottle of wine, and she says, in my culture, we don't drink alcohol. I would say, you know what, Samira? My very long Wednesday started when I blessed a toddler saying it's a very big and healthy kid, and said, no, in our culture, it's a bad omen. Then I wanted... Then I went to Toastmaster meeting and I went overtime for 5 minutes.
I wanted to buy some gift to the president of the club, Samira. And I paid for this gift with my left hand. And in their culture, it's something inappropriate. Oh my God, well. Then I went to Samira's house with my shoes on. She says, oh no, it's a very appropriate way to do it. And I'm staying here and saying, Samira, today I had a lot of things, even a date when when we split the bill in a wrong way. All I want to do is to drink goddamn wine. And now you're telling me it's a bad gift because you have some differences in your culture. The conclusion is simple. Today, I am not kindred spirit with anyone here. All I want to do is to end this meeting on a high note and go to the after party with whoever is drinking beer today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniel. And you know what? The only question we didn't use, it's most connected to Toastmasters, the idea of feedback. But you know all about feedback, and you will know on the next part of the meeting, evaluation. And now I know, Alinочка, what to do. And now I encourage you to vote for the best bridge builder. Let me remind you the builders. First, Lera equals split. The second, Alex, the value of a long time. Then Fred, the complement backfire. Then Dima, the punctuality issue. Then Martina, the wrong hand. Then Shady, the shoes on the house. And Daniel, Shady, no? Shady. And Daniel, the gift mistake. Thank you very much for your attention, and let the stronger builder win. I will give the stage to our topic master, Alina, Toastmaster, topic master.
Thank you. Almost. Thank you, Alexander. Thank you. Thank you, Alexander. That was a beautiful table topic session. We all apologized. Yes, just in case, I also apologize if I do something wrong in this country, just in advance. I'm wearing black, by the way. Just sorry, bad joke. Okay. Okay, now it's time to get, well, I'd like to say that when you apologize, even if you do something wrong, it's very important to still have kindness in your heart and be kind to people around you and forgive them even if they made a mistake. So that's why I really hope that experienced Valeria will be very kind with us, giving a feedback as a general evaluator of this meeting. Welcome on stage, Valeria Pogorelova. Experienced Valeria, the new nickname. I'm collecting nicknames in this club. We started with Loud Lady, now we're on Experienced Valeria. What's next? What's gonna happen next? Bridge Builder Valeria. That's everyone today. That is everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, time. So this session is going to be fast and hopefully very clear. Why do we have this session? Alina's already mentioned feedback is very important. This club is very friendly. As you probably gathered today, we are all kindred spirits. Please write that down. Thank you. We're all kindred spirits here, and this is a safe place for you to try new things, to test the formats you want to present in, to push the limits, even the limits of time.
But if you decide to experiment and break the rules, you have to face the consequences. And I'm here to deliver those consequences to you, Miss President. And I do have people who will help me deliver the consequences in the form of constructive feedback. We heard some speeches today. There were prepared speeches, and we have some experts who will give their feedback, give their opinion on how the speech went, so the speaker can continue to develop and grow in the future. The first evaluation that we will hear will be for Danya's speech. Daniel Filonov was our first speaker today, and his evaluator is online. Please welcome to the online stage, Lyubov Gershman. Lyubov.
Hello. Yes, I'm here.
Yes, we can see you, we can hear you. Please.
Great, me too. Hello, dear Toastmasters, and especially Dani. First of all, thank you for truly engaging and well-structured speech. You know, I know more about your business now. I would like to say you interact with online and offline audience both. I felt contact. I especially enjoyed the use of the stage. Your movement were confident, helping to visualize, guide the audience through your story. Your body language supported your message, I think, beautifully. The gestures were clear and confident. Now focusing on vocal variety, which was key for you today, I remember. I really appreciate how you played with volume tone. The contrast between quiet, the most important things, and louder, Jacob dismissed moment was very effective and helped to emphasize key points. If we look about your voice quality, I see an opportunity to grow. At times, your voice carried a bit of tension, which quite common when we project with energy, with enthusiasm. The excellent voice technique, this can help you work more with your diaphragms. I think the vocal will be, how to say, its core don't get tired, and your voice will be more relaxed, rich, and resonant. And I would like to say also, the image was too small for the audience which you show to the room. It was absolutely difficult to understand what you mean. Okay, I would like to summarize the excellent structure and clear storytelling, confident stage presence, and expressive use of volume. Things to need to improve. Voice by using diaphragms for more relaxed, sustainable speaking, maybe musical, and make image more visible to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lyubov, for your very concise and timely, I'd like to say, timely feedback. We appreciate that. As you see, as for newcomers, the evaluator gives public feedback, but you can also speak to them afterwards, and they give you a detailed there's a whole form, and they will give you more detailed feedback afterwards as well. You can even meet with your evaluator before your speech, as they do in Diners Club. I believe you suggest this in Optima Forma, correct me if I'm wrong, Optimus Prime. And you can meet with your evaluator before the speech, discuss your ideas. Maybe they can even help you prepare, but you can discuss that between yourself and the evaluator assigned to you. Our next evaluator will be for Bulat's speech. Please welcome to the stage Martina Abdulirek. Yeah,
Forget about
no, Martina, forget about it. It's been so long.
Hi, Mike. How are you? Thank you, Bulat. And I guess everyone should agree on the fact that Bulat tonight had a speech that was inspiring and thought-provoking. Absolutely, for me, it's very difficult to find some development areas for his speech, because to me, he had everything. He made us think, first of all, and that's the most important. We should always remember why we are here, to deliver a message. That's the first thing, and how we deliver it. And Bulat tonight, he delivered a very thought-inspiring message. As I said, he made us think, and he delivered it in a fantastic fashion, because he was very relaxed. He was very close to the audience. He was smiling. He was natural in two words. So he started his speech that he actually started to walk towards us, and that actually helped build a connection. That's a great skill when you want to connect to the people. We shouldn't forget, though, that his project is to research and present a project, a presentation, and he completely accomplished that. As we saw, he prepared a presentation and he named all the sources. So we know, at least I hope he didn't cheat, that he researched it, and there are sources on his research. He started from a personal experience, and he tied back until the end with that experience that he had with his personal life, so the pension. And then he explained through why and what could be in 2015. So actually, we should always remember that if we tie our speech to a personal, so a personal story, it relates more to the people, to the audience, because that's it's gonna be close to you. People, usually the audience reacts more to something that is personal, to your personal story, something theoretical, and that actually it was Bulat accomplished it perfectly. He had humor in his speech when he actually mentioned the vacation not on the moon, or in Turkey, for instance. Or we had a blonde, I don't know if it was AI or something real, blonde lady, and they had a joke, that inspired a joke about me, eventually. The structure, as I said, was perfect, because he had a clear opening, and explained his concept, and then his closure that made everyone think here. And the message was clear about it was deep about real values, family, connection, and people. How we see ourselves in the future. He was, as I said, he was smiling. He had eye contact. And to me, it was a complete speech and an exemplary speech. Two things that he could have improved, that there are some area for improvements, just because I think I need to find something. The opening. He opened the speech with, hello, how are you, Benay? What about if he opened it and said, how do you see yourself in 2050? What do you think about that? The second thing, if, for instance, he relied a bit too much on, not too much, a little bit more than necessary on the slides, on the screen, he could have perhaps, or connected a bit more with Lera at the beginning, to give a sign on when to turn the slide, not to tell her, for instance, yeah? He refused. He refused.
I told you to tell me next slide.
Okay, all right. But yeah, that just try, maybe next time try to rely less on the slides and look less at the slides, just present it, just to memorize what is there and to talk to the people, because that's should be, the slide should be just supportive. You are the star on this, you are the stars, you're not the slides. All in all, to me, this was an exemplary speech because it delivered a message with a story. And that's what we want here. We don't want to deliver something that is empty, something that does, for sure tonight, we're gonna take away from this something. And for sure, Bulat has accomplished his skills. So just for the next time, work on the opening and not rely too much on the presentation, and tell me when you have the speech. For sure, I will join. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'm just going to keep this. Another lovely feedback here. I would like to echo what Marcino said about content. Often you will learn a bunch of skills together. You will learn about vocal variety, you will learn body language, you will learn how to use the stage in public speaking, and of course, how to structure a speech as well. We tend to get distracted with the pretty skills, with looking theatrical on stage, with our vocal variety, with changing our voice, going more quiet, getting your attention in, then going loud again. This is all very important to public speaking, but first and foremost, it is your content, your message. Work on that first, and then add the pretty stuff in afterwards. If you have a polished message, people will listen to you. Doesn't matter if you're standing here and just talking with people, or if you're dancing around, screaming, shouting, doing theater. That is bonus, that is extra. But focus on your message. So thank you very much for pointing that out, Martino. To move this along, if you remember in the beginning of the meeting, we had some different roles that were introduced. They were monitoring our speaking throughout the whole session. So let's find out, how did we do today? Our first, who's our first? Yes, our first person who will give us her feedback is Ksenia Morozova, the accountant.
Okay, fast experience, a counter feedback. All speeches shine bright like a diamond. But I detected several filler sounds, but it's not criminal. You're the best. Thank you.
Okay, incredible. If more people can be like that, that would be great. Filler sounds, you know what? We can use them. I would like to sometimes use filler sounds as well for added effect. So next time you can give us some advice as well. I know I'm complaining about time, but quick advice is good as well. The next person who will give us her feedback is our lovely kindred spirit, our grammarian, Alina Yak. Oh my God, I don't know any surnames. Yakovleva. Yes, yes, continue. Applause, applause, applause. Please, may I have your hand? Not in marriage, but in handshake. Thank you. Yes. Voila.
Okay, I would like to start with the word of the day and just announce people who have used it once or more than once. So the winner today is Daniil, who used it twice, once in his practice speech and also once in his impromptu speech. Also, 3 other people used the word of the day. Alexander, Fred, who joined us online, and also, of course, Valeria. So well done, guys. Now on to the grammar evaluation. First of all, I would like to start with a a part that I would call grammatical slip-ups, which is basically minor mistakes that are very often, but which you should watch out for because, I mean, they help make sentences more clear and grammatically correct. So there was a lot of confusing singular and plural forms. So saying goal instead of goals and vice versa. There's also missing articles like to, from, etc. Just people missing articles where it should be and putting articles where they shouldn't be. What else? Missing prepositions as well. People forgetting past tense. I'm just generalizing it because if I list all the examples, we'll be here forever. But these are just like common mistakes, but you should watch out for them. More specifically, it was mentioned, I would like to introduce you a speaker, but you should say, I would like to introduce you to a speaker. What else? Put that on the test. You should say, put that to the test. When you want to say, my game is not as good today, or my English is not as good today, you can say, my English is off today, not out. How much time do I have left?
Go to the generalize, give a suggestion.
Okay, so don't forget prepositions, don't forget past tense, don't forget articles, don't
be stupid.
yeah, so also I'd like to note a couple more, so more like linguistic, not errors, but suggestions. So when we say that someone's opinion becomes more maybe detailed, not complicated, but maybe you can say nuanced. So their understanding of my culture became more nuanced rather than just me being antisocial, right? As well as, oh, Martino mentioned, I like that he mentioned the word negotiator when talking about his mother in the market. Well, regardless, it's a great word, negotiation, negotiator. But when we're talking about shopping, it's better to say bargain. So I don't care to bargain personally, but if you do, props to you. Takes balls. Am I allowed to say that here? Okay. And also just to note some interesting words or phrases that were used. So Daniil said neglect or negligence, very interesting word. You should take note of that. Astonishment. Bulat also used milestone and prosperity. Martino also used thought-provoking, which I really liked. And yes, Valeria used the word consequences. Again, I don't know, I just picked something out. Okay. Yeah, so that's about it.
Handshake and mic. Yes, thank you very much. Lovely, detailed feedback. And if you put Ksenia's counter presentation and Alina's grammarian presentation together, you will have one timely report. Newcomers, this is a note for you. The roles that you see today, you can come back to the club and take these roles and also do presentations to warm up before you do a big speech. So keep that in mind. You can come back and see how good is your English and tell us off for all of our grammar mistakes as well. Revenge on Alina. We have one more role before we have the fun quiz part to finish the meeting off. Our final role that will give us her reports is, oi, 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 I'm scared. It is the timer. Please welcome Irina Vladimira to the stage. Yes, please take the mic. Would you like to take my hand?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just to mention time. Daniel 10:30. Bulat 13:20. Table topic was on time, so I don't want to mention evaluation. Yeah, actually, yes. Martino 5:45. That's all.
Ready to stop that from happening in the future?
Tell me again.
Any suggestions?
Yeah. You just try. Yeah, I know, sir. I think this is the reason.
Thank you very much. Let's applaud. Thank you. Congratulations. You will be paying tonight for everyone's dinner for being late. This is the new consequence. If you are over time in your speech by more than 2 minutes, you're paying. You're paying at the after party. Samira's suggestion from the general evaluator introduced a new rule. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep my feedback short. This is my home club. I love coming here. It's always great vibe. Organization can always be better, but we face the consequences with a smile and a laugh and hopefully a change for the future. Samira, looking at you. Please welcome to the stage our quiz master. This is the feedback to me, did not learn the surnames. I need to keep checking the agenda. Please welcome to the stage our quiz master, Shahlo Abdullaeva. You need any help or?
I think, no.
It's okay?
Yeah, thank you. You can hold this.
Okay.
The meeting was very informative and culturally enriching. Here are some questions from our meeting. There is a little surprise waiting if you get the right answer. So I wanted to start from easy question. How do you usually break the ice when traveling abroad? It's a general question. How do you break the ice when you are traveling abroad, for example? Yeah.
Do we accept that answer?
I can accept, but yeah, maybe you can also answer another.
More suggestions?
Okay,
who do we deliver?
We can give both. Okay. Yeah. I think we have enough. So. Okay, it's a little bit serious question. Maybe according to UN projection, what is the estimated global population in?
What is the correct answer?
9.6? It's 9.7. Yeah, but you said 2, right? Or then
someone said 9.7. I said 9.7. Yeah.
Okay, let's give all of them. Okay, yeah, it's okay. But I okay.
All right.
I hope it's gonna be enough. So on average, how much time do fathers spend with their kids in Russia? Yeah.
Very fast, very fast.
And
Do we give we've got a bonus answer? 18%, even less.
We have another question, I guess. In which cultures do people remove their shoes? It's a general. Yeah, in Russia and in Japan, both questions.
You choose.
Okay. Okay.
We have 4 more. Only 4
Four more. Okay, I think I have
Arena.
a little bit. Oh, you have a okay. You should keep it. So, general rules of gift giving in Russia. What do you think? For example, I don't know really much. General rules of giving gift in Russia. For example,
money.
Money, is it like
Well, that's for me, that's
normal?
great. If you ever want to give me gifts, you know what I like. Oh,
That's great. It's okay. I will keep this information. Sorry?
The best gift is a book.
Books. Toastmasters membership.
Good idea, yeah.
No? Okay.
It's the best idea. How many hours per day do people typically spend on digital screens? Yeah, it's right answer. So
2, only 2 left.
okay, what do you need to show to prove I'm allowed to do work here? Or
Work permission. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to share it.
okay, so you were so active.
Last one.
Okay, next question. Similar nature or character means?
Imagery. You want it? Okay.
But I was.
That's it. That's it. No more changes.
Candy finished.
Okay. Oh, actually, okay.
Oh, you
So-
have one in your hand. Oh, one more bonus question. Bonus question.
Candy doesn't have blue.
Thank you. You can relax now and sleep. Okay, last question.
Yeah. What percentage of people consider their family to be the meaning of their life?
23.
Sorry?
32.
No.
I don't remember the statistic.
More or less?
Yeah, more.
48.
48.
Oh,
Yeah,
48.
that's
Go
50, 48. So, so thank you, all of them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much too. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome our lovely president back to the stage to officially close the meeting. And well, before she closes the meeting, she will give out some awards. Please welcome to the stage, Samira Dostar. That surname I know.
Thank you guys for this lovely and funny meeting. As I said in the beginning, our members follow the educational program, which is called Pathways. And when a member completes a certain number of projects, he or she receives a ribbon to mark this achievement. And I'm really happy to announce that our member, Lyubov Gershman, completed level 1, and I would like to present the award for achieving this level.
Yeah, happy. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Maybe
I miss you. I miss you.
how we can take photos.
Done. Yeah, done. Okay.
Okay. So we are looking forward to your visit, and I will present
Yeah,
this
yeah.
ribbon here on site. Okay. And we also had a very engaging table topic session. And the winner is very experienced Toastmaster, and this is Martina. For you.
Mhm.
Thank you. Okay, next time we meet in 2 weeks on November 18th at the same time, the same location. So I hope that you will all visit us again. And now I would like to invite you to the after party. Maybe we will go to the Georgian restaurant, I don't know, or Siravarnya. So, and we will take a group photo. So come to the stage. 19-го? Да, я сказала. Да, ты придешь 19-го? Да?
So Fred, he's going to be the photo.
Fred, we will take a photo. If you could stay with us, it would be great.
If you want to.
If you want to.
Oh.
Это что? Ложка не очень.
Да.
Так, ну я надеюсь, что...
Спасибо.
Thank you, Fred. Hope to see you next time.
Hospitality, yes, another time.
Thank you for your visit. Я не видно.
Вот камера. Вот сюда.
Thank you, Fred. Bye.
Thank you.